everyone, welcome to another video in my YouTube channel. And in this video, I am going to show you how I will make this pretty heart-shaped coasters, and I hope you like it. But before I start, I would like to thank J Diction for sending me the epoxy resin and mica powders that I'll be using in this video. I will post the website in the description box below, and make sure you use my code to get 10% off. Just a friendly reminder, always use a respirator when using epoxy resin. The ratio is 1:1, so I'll start pouring part A for about 125 ml. And after that, I'm gonna pour the part B, which is the hardener, for the same amount of 125 ml. The next step is to mix the part A and part B of epoxy resin for 4 to 5 minutes. And by the way, I have to speed up this part to make this video shorter. Moving forward to the next step, I'm gonna use this wine color of mica powder from J Diction. I'm gonna add a small amount in this empty cup and a small amount of epoxy resin mix. Mix them thoroughly, make sure there's no powder left in the bottom of the cup. For the next step, I will use this small cup and add about 50 ml of resin. Next, I'm gonna add a generous amount of this gold leafing flakes in the cup. Make sure you mix them very well. For this, I will probably mix it for about 2 to 3 minutes. If you think it's too thick, you can add more resin in the cup until you get the right texture. Once it's done, it's time to pour the resin to the mold. I'm gonna start putting the gold in the middle of this first mold. This will serve as my boundary for the two sides of the heart. I like my gold to be a little thicker, so it will stay in the middle and not runny. If it's runny, it's gonna spread all over the mold, so it's better to mix it a little thicker so it stays in the middle. Alright, now it's time to pour my resin. I'm pouring the clear resin to the right side of the heart and the wine colored resin to the left. I'm going to use the leftover wine colored resin to the second mold and make sure it's spread evenly and make sure the corners are filled too. For the third mold, I'm going to pour the clear resin just halfway of the mold. And I'm going to do the same thing with the fourth mold. So going back to the third mold, I'm going to add flowers. I got this flower from Amazon. If you can find the pressed type of dry flowers, that will be a lot better than this one. So I'm just gonna fill up the half of this mold and leave the right side empty. Alright, I'm gonna pour the rest of my clear resin to the fourth mold. Just pouring the leftover here to empty my cup. I'm adding a gold to the right side of this mold. It's up to you however you want it to look like, but I'm just gonna spread it out in this side. realized the left side of the heart is kind of boring, so I'm gonna add a small amount of gold in here. For the last mold, I am going to use this heart-shaped jewels that I bought from the Dollar Tree, and I'll just put it inside this fourth silicone mold. The next step that I'm going to do is to check for air bubbles. But this time, I'm not going to use a heat gun or a torch. I use 91% alcohol spray that I bought from Amazon. And so far, I don't see any more air bubbles in here. I will let this sit for 24 hours and I'll be back for the next step. It's been 24 hours, and if you notice, I added glitters to the flowers because I was not satisfied what it turned out last time. So I added a little amount of glitters on top of it. And for the final step, I'm pouring a clear resin to the 4 silicone molds as the top coat or final coat. And after that, I'm gonna spray again a 91% alcohol to the silicone mold to pop the air bubbles and let it sit for another 24 hours to cure. And this is it. This is the final look. It's so pretty, it's sparkly. I hope you guys like it, and if you like it, please hit the thumbs up button and comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel to support my channel. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!